Hey guys, it's Brandon here, and I am on site today right here in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina at the Bahama Sands. Right back behind me, Bahama Sands luxury condos. Now, in today's video, I'm going to take you through a condo tour of a gorgeous 3-bedroom unit. We're also going to jump into the gross rental income, the operating expenses, and the profit or loss on these type units. We're also going to take a tour of the on-site amenities. I know you want to see what this place has to offer and what's the big draw. Now, additionally, I'm going to hop into appreciation, how well these units have sold over the past decade. Depreciation, how much can you write off on your taxes by owning and operating a short-term vacation rental property just like these back behind me. Additionally, I'm going to hop into numerous topics. Now, 1031 like-kind exchange, cash out refi, 401 non-recourse loans. I mean, you name it. If you're into investing, this video is for you, and it's going to have everything that you need when it comes to short-term vacation rental properties along the Myrtle Beach and the North Myrtle Beach oceanfront. Now, you got to watch the video to the end. I do not want your next investment to be a flop. Honestly, I don't want your first investment to be a flop. It can really stifle you and set you back if you don't get the first one right. That's why you got to watch the video to the end, because I'm going to cover all the topics that you need to know about. I have chocked this video full of valuable content for a first-time investor or even a seasoned investor looking to break into the oceanfront condo market in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Now, guys, I don't want to hold us up. Let's get into the video now. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because you can enjoy and increase the passive income of your oceanfront condo through the 20 to 22 million tourists that visit the #2 vacation destination on the East Coast each year. Not only can you enjoy the equity paid for by visiting tourists, but you can also anticipate the over 100% appreciation experience at many of the oceanfront resorts in our market during the recent decade. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because you can depreciate them, reducing your overall tax burden, keeping more money for you and your loved ones, and ensuring unnecessary taxes aren't paid. All right, guys, let's get into the Bahama Sands. Now, before we get there, I'm going to show you that right next door, you have another awesome oceanfront condo. I want to make sure I'm giving you the right name here. This is South Shore Villas. Now, along down this row, you can see here, there are plenty of oceanfront condo places. However, these two, obviously, Bahama Sands and the South Shore Villas, stand tall amongst all the rest. If you go down the other side of the road, you can see you really don't have anything huge until you get way down there. Now, let's get going. Let's get in here and check out these on-site amenities, and let's see this unit. Now, guys, peak season is April through September. That's 6 months out of the year. The peak of the peak is June, July, and August. As you know, if you're doing this right, according to Matt Freeze, who owns 11 oceanfront condos, guess what? You can make enough money in your peak season, your peak of your peak, June, July, and August, to pay all of the operating expenses for the entire year. We're talking about your mortgage, your just everything, every kind of expense, property taxes, you name it. Now, let me get this code in here real quick so I can get in this door. You can see the lobby. They have 2 sets of elevators. We do have one here, and then another here. Now, what I want to do is, well, it looks like I might need a code for this too. There we go. Let's get in unit 905 right here at Bahama Sands. Guys, we come in, you notice beautiful tile right on the floor, nice long hallway. Immediately to our right, we have our first bedroom, as you can see here. Nice flat screen in the corner. closet. And as you can see, pretty standard. Now this door here is going to lead into the restroom, so you have access here, or you can come through the main entrance from the hall. As you can see, nice vanities, shower. Now, immediately to our left, we have the next room, double beds in here. As you can see, pretty cool desk in the corner, built in, not bad. Again, the closet to the left, and then its own restroom here. A nice tub, shower combo, and of course a vanity. All right, you have your kitchen here, pretty spacious, nice granite. Dishwasher, stove, microwave, dual sink, and of course refrigerator. Now here, we're gonna have our HVAC system and our stackable washer and dryer. Right through here, dining room, table, living room. We're gonna get out that beautiful, gorgeous balcony in just a minute. But first I wanna take you into the master, as you can see here. Absolutely stunning. Does have its own access to the balcony. To the right, we have the closet, a little bit larger closet, and a much larger restroom. Dual vanities, you can see here. Nice jacuzzi jet tub, shower combo. Now let's get out and see the money maker. Let's get outside and see that money maker. Guys, look at this. It is gigantic, and that's what people pay for. They pay for an absolutely gigantic balcony, and to see all the way down that shoreline, that's going to show up really, really well in those Airbnb photos. When your guests are scrolling, that's what they're looking for. You can see a little kind of edge of the on-site amenities there, but we're going to get into those in just a little bit. But guys, this balcony, before I go back inside, is huge. I mean, I'm going to kind of just walk it for you. Like, look how much space there is. I mean, it is so spacious. You could easily fit 10 people up here, 12 people up here. And of course, you do have access to the master. This is a moneymaker. This kind of balcony right here is what your Airbnb guests are looking for. Well, guys, that pretty much wraps it up for this absolutely stunning 3-bedroom unit. In this video, I've shown you the resort, explained the property, and given you a walkthrough of the property. But next, I'll cover the accommodations and amenities offered by the resort and give you a walkthrough of the amenities so you can see why tourists choose oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Then I'll discuss on-site versus off-site management so that you learn how to maximize profitability on your unit and avoid the pitfalls other investors have made. Then I'll cover what your HOA fee pays for, how your resort's location creates a convenience for tourists that keeps them coming back for our attractions, restaurants, and local events, and also how your tourists can navigate the area. Next, I'll discuss how this resort has appreciated, average occupancy rates, and average gross rental income based on unit bedroom count for our market. And I'll share a really big secret I learned from a former client that was featured in Forbes magazine on how to increase your occupancy rates. After that, I'll discuss buying an oceanfront condo as a second home versus as an investment property, how a light cosmetic remodel can boost your occupancy rates and gross rental income, and I'll give you a quick market report on this resort so that you make savvy investment decisions. Finally, I'll break down your projected gross rental income and all your expenses for both a cash and financing purchase so that you understand how operating an oceanfront condo impacts you financially. Then finally, I'm going to give you my top resort picks based on which resorts have appreciated the most and have the best projected profitability. Here we go. All right, get you out here. So as you can see, there's a lot going on. Immediately to the right, we have a lazy river. And then we have a gorgeous pool here. We have another pool here. And then even further along the way over there, you can see a little hot tub. Now, let's start this way and let's work our way through all of the on-site amenities here. And as you can see, that stone is absolutely beautiful. I mean, how many places do you go to that have a covered area and look this nice? Plenty of area out here for laying out, tables. There's a beach access here to the right with showers, as you can see. And I'll get you there in just a minute. Pretty cool, right? So nice. And then when you get over this way, there is a hot tub over here too. Another one over there, a little bit further up, and hot tub here. All right, guys, so on-site versus off-site property management, you always want to self-manage. It is not worth it to hand 20%, 30%, 40% to an on-site property manager because you are concerned that you have too much on your plate and you can't handle it. No. You're going to simply leverage technology, guys. It's that simple and that easy. Matt Freeze owns 11 oceanfront condos. He manages them all from his phone, basically, a phone and a laptop. And there are plenty of people that I meet and work with and investors just like you that work full time and their side hustle is their short-term vacation rental business. It's that simple and that easy. It's not complicated. It's not rocket science. Guys, you can go on my website and click on the tab for your startup checklist. It'll talk about everything that you need to do to get started. It's not overwhelming. It's very simple. People do this all the time. And they're leveraging technology. Automated text messages, automated emails are going to your guest. Yes, there's going to be a little bit of time when you're first starting up. Of course. Absolutely. You got to build the listings, you got to get photos done. Yes, there's all kinds of things when you're first starting. But after you get it started and built, you got your guidebook made, you know, you're just copying and pasting. It's literally, you're going to repeat this process for the next oceanfront condo that you buy. So there's a little bit of startup time, yes, but day-to-day stuff, I mean, Yvonne, a client of mine who bought a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, said she spends 15 to 30 minutes a day looking at surveys and responding to guests, checking prices on the market and keeping up with it. Not very time consuming. She walked away with $30,000 profit in her first year. She'll most likely make 50 this year. Is it worth, 15 to 30 minutes a day? I think so. An extra 50 grand in your pocket for your side hustle, and all because she's leveraging technology. You're syncing your calendar with your cleaning lady's calendar. They can see when guests check in and out. They go clean the unit for you. It's all technology. You're going to rely on technology. You can totally do it self-manage. Don't pay an on-site property management company 40% or even another off-site property manager. Now, a lot of people are intimidated when they're first doing this, and they don't. They hand it off to somebody. But I'm telling you, if you really want to learn the ins and outs of the business and you plan on building a portfolio, then guys, you need to learn the nuts and bolts of the business, and there's no way to do that than managing your own unit. If you pass it off to somebody else, it's not gonna happen. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because this is the fastest growing area out of the 150 most populated areas in the entire United States for the last 3 years in a row, according to U.S. News and World Report. This helps to insulate our market from many of the ups and downs that the rest of our nation's real estate market experiences. This can help you have a more stable rental property. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because they have a tremendous upside when compared to money market accounts and the stock market, due to the appreciation they earn and the potential of higher annual yields through their gross rental income when compared to these other investments. Money market accounts and the stock market don't have the upside of added appreciation. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because while our prices have risen and have held their value, we're also much cheaper than other places like Florida. Where else can you go and find an oceanfront condo for as little as $100,000? If you're getting into the real estate game or expanding your current portfolio, the bang for your buck is sitting right on the Myrtle Beach, South Carolina oceanfront. Let's talk about doing a cash out refi. Guys, the real estate strategy using a cash out refinance involves pulling equity from your first investment property after it has appreciated in value or you've paid down the mortgage, and using those funds as a down payment for your next property. Now here's how it works. You buy your first property, you improve it or hold it over time, and once it gains enough equity, you refinance it for more than you currently owe. You take the difference in cash, tax deferred, and use it to buy your second property. You repeat the process, improve, refinance, reinvest, and you create a snowball effect of portfolio growth without needing to come up with new capital for each deal. Now this method lets investors scale rapidly, but it requires good credit. Strategic property selection, that's where I come in, and you gotta get the property selection right, because if not, you're shooting yourself in the foot, you're stifling that snowball effect. If you don't get this one right and it doesn't have solid financials, you might not get approval for the next condo or the cash out refi. Or anyways, the point is you want to make sure you get the right property. Now, strong cash flow is going to be important, and discipline to avoid over leveraging. You do not want to over leverage. So guys, it's very simple and very easy. Lots of people buy oceanfront condos using a cash out refi, either on their primary residence. They'll pull, a few $100,000 out of their home. Of course, their mortgage goes up a little bit, $1,100, $1,200, depending upon how much money they pull out. And they purchase an oceanfront condo, or they do a cash out refi on the oceanfront condo that they bought their first one. It's that simple and that easy. It does create a snowball effect. Once you buy a property and improve it, and it appreciates, and you've paid down that mortgage, of course you're going to pull that cash out and buy another oceanfront condo. Well, you wait 3 or 4 more years, now you've got 2 oceanfront condos that you can employ this same strategy with. You do it to both of them, now you bought 2 more and you have 4 oceanfront condos. Well, yes, you can do it again. 4 more years goes by, you improve properties, you pay out all those profits you're making on the oceanfront condo rentals into the mortgage, and guess what you do? You buy 4 now. Now you got 8 oceanfront condos. So it creates a snowball effect, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, that nest egg, allowing you to really build some substantial wealth over time. It's a very viable strategy. If you're interested in learning more about it, give me a call. It's 843-360-1737. Now stay tuned, because coming up in the rest of the video, I'll cover what your HOA fee pays for, how your resort's location creates a convenience for tourists that keeps them coming back for our attractions, restaurants, and local events, and also how your tourists can navigate the area. Next, I'll discuss how this resort has appreciated, average occupancy rates, and average gross rental income based on unit bedroom count for our market. And I'll share a really big secret I learned from a former client that was featured in Forbes magazine on how to increase your occupancy rates. After that, I'll discuss buying an oceanfront condo as a second home versus as an investment property, how a light cosmetic remodel can boost your occupancy rates and gross rental income, and I'll give you a quick market report on this resort so that you make savvy investment decisions. Finally, I'll break down your projected gross rental income and all your expenses for both a cash and financing purchase, so that you understand how operating an oceanfront condo impacts you financially. Then finally, I'm going to give you my top resort picks based on which resorts have appreciated the most and have the best projected profitability. Now, what does your HOA fee include here at Bahama Sands? Guys, it includes electric in the common area, water and sewer. It's also going to include trash pickup, elevator service, pool service, landscape lawn, insurance manager, security, legal and accounting, primary antenna cable TV, other common maintenance and repair, internet access, and pest control. It's not going to include electricity. I'd budget probably about $150 a month for it. Here are the attractions that create the strongest draw for your guest. Barefoot Landing was only a whopping 9 minutes away. Now, Barefoot Landing in North Myrtle Beach is a vibrant waterfront destination that seamlessly blends shopping, dining, and entertainment. Now, set along the Intercoastal Waterway, this expansive complex features over 100 specialty shops and boutiques, offering everything from fashion and accessories to unique gifts and coastal treasures. Culinary enthusiasts can indulge in a diverse array of restaurants, including the upscale Greg Norman Australian Grill, the lively Lulu's Beach Arcade and Ropes Course, and the family-friendly Crooked Hammock Brewery, known for its craft beers and relaxed atmosphere. Entertainment options abound with venues like the Alabama Theater, showcasing musical performances, and the House of Blues, hosting concerts and events. Now, families can explore attractions like Alligator Adventure, one of the largest reptile facilities in the world, or enjoy seasonal events like Summerfest and holiday fireworks. Whether you're seeking a leisurely stroll, a shopping spree, or an evening of live entertainment, Barefoot Landing offers a memorable experience for visitors of all ages. Greg Rouse Legacy Theater is only 6 minutes away, guys. Now, the Greg Rouse Legacy Theater is a premier entertainment venue that offers a unique and intimate live performance experience. Founded by acclaimed entertainer Greg Rouse, the theater showcases a variety of shows, including the popular Music and Memories series, which features a world-class cast and band performing beloved songs from past decades. Each performance is 100% live and changes nightly, ensuring a fresh experience for returning guests. The theater has been recognized as WMBF's Best Show of the Grand Strand in 2024, highlighting its commitment to quality entertainment. With a seating capacity of 800, the venue provides an intimate setting that fosters a sense of community and connection between performers and the audience. In addition to its diverse musical offerings, the theater honors military personnel and first responders with special discounts, and during the summer offers promotions such as 2 free child tickets with the purchase of an adult ticket. The Greg Rouse Legacy Theater stands as a testament to Rouse's dedication to creating memorable, family-friendly entertainment that resonates with audiences of all ages. Pirates Voyage is only 16 minutes away. Now, guys, they are doing acrobatics. It's a red team and a blue team of pirates, and they are jumping in the water. They are playing with fire. They are getting all of the guests involved. It is a dinner show. And while you're having dinner and they're serving you great food, they're getting you involved in what they're doing. It is a lot of fun. Your kids, your family is going to enjoy it so much. You don't want to miss the Pirates Voyage. Cherry Grove Beach is only 7 minutes away. Guys, Cherry Grove in North Myrtle Beach is a beloved tourist destination known for its iconic Cherry Grove Pier, peaceful beaches at Cherry Grove Point, scenic nature trails at Heritage Shores Nature Preserve, and water activities like kayaking through the marshes. With local seafood restaurants and a laid-back atmosphere, it offers a perfect mix of natural beauty and family-friendly fun. The Alabama Theater is only 9 minutes away, guys. The Alabama Theater, nestled in North Myrtle Beach, Barefoot Landing, has been a premier entertainment venue since its inception in 1993 by the renowned country music band Alabama. Celebrated as the #1 live entertainment theater in the area, it offers a diverse array of performances that captivate audiences of all ages. From February through October, the theater showcases its signature variety show, Iconic, a dynamic production featuring a blend of country, pop, rock, and Broadway hits, complemented by state-of-the-art visuals and choreography. As the holiday season approaches, the venue transforms to present the South's grandest Christmas show, a festive extravaganza filled with traditional and contemporary holiday music, dance, and comedy. Throughout the year, the Alabama Theater also hosts an impressive lineup of guest artists, including notable names like Josh Turner, the Oak Ridge Boys, and Jay Leno, ensuring a memorable experience for every visitor. With its commitment to high-quality performances and family-friendly atmosphere, the Alabama Theater remains a must-visit destination for those seeking top-tier entertainment in the Grand Strand region. The House of Blues is only 8 minutes away. Now, guys, the House of Blues in North Myrtle Beach, located at Barefoot Landing, is a premier entertainment venue that combines live music, Southern-inspired cuisine, and vibrant atmosphere. Established in 1997, this 59,000 square foot facility features a 2-level music hall with a standing capacity of 3,500 and seating for 500 people, hosting a variety of concerts and events throughout the year. Now, the venue includes a restaurant and a bar that offers signature dishes like voodoo shrimp and jambalaya, alongside craft cocktails and an extensive beer selection. Additional spaces, such as the deck, provide outdoor seating with live music and happy hour specials with its unique blend of music, food, and art. The House of Blues offers an unforgettable experience for visitors and locals alike. Now, the Carolina Opry is a whopping 16 minutes away. The Carolina Opry Theater is right here in Myrtle Beach, not North Myrtle Beach, but it's close enough to North Myrtle Beach for you to go. So basically, it's a premier entertainment venue renowned for its high-energy variety shows that blend music, comedy, and dance. Founded by Calvin Gilmore in 1986, the theater has been a cornerstone of Myrtle Beach's live entertainment scene, offering performances that feature a cast of over 35 talented artists. Notable shows include the award-winning The Carolina Opry, the nostalgic Time Warp, and the festive Carolina Opry Christmas Special, each delivering a unique and captivating experience. The theater's luxurious setting, equipped with state-of-the-art lighting and sound systems, ensure an unforgettable experience for audiences of all ages. Recognized as a top attraction in Myrtle Beach by CNBC, the Carolina Opry continues to be a must-visit destination for visitors seeking top-tier entertainment along the Grand Strand. Now, for all you golf enthusiasts, you do not want to miss Barefoot Resort and Golf, only 11 minutes away. Now, it's right there in North Myrtle Beach. It is a premier golf destination featuring 4 championship courses designed by renowned architects Greg Norman, Davis Love, Tom Fazio, and Pete Dye. Now, each course offers a unique golfing experience. The Norman course showcases 7 holes along the Intercoastal Waterway. The Love course incorporates recreated plantation ruins. The Fazio course is nestled among lakes and trees, and the Dye course presents a challenging layout with native grasses and white sand features. The resort provides a variety of accommodations, including golf villas and yacht club condos, and offers stay-and-play packages with seasonal specials. Conveniently located near Barefoot Landing, guests have easy access to shopping, dining, and entertainment options, making it an ideal destination for both golf enthusiasts and vacationers. Azalea Sands Golf Club, guys, located right there in North Myrtle Beach. It is only a whopping 6 minutes away. As you can imagine, it is stunning. Now, it's an 18-hole par 72 course designed by Gene Ham in 1972. Known for its wide fairways, well-bunkered greens, and strategically placed lakes that come into play on 8 holes, the course offers a pure golf experience without residential distractions. Recent renovations have enhanced the clubhouse, pro shop, and dining facilities, providing a welcoming atmosphere for all golfers. With 6 sets of tees accommodating various skill levels and amenities like a putting green and chipping area, Azalea Sands is a must-visit for those seeking a relaxed yet engaging round of golf in the Grand Strand region. All right, guys, the Arcadian Shores Golf Club is only 13 minutes away. It is technically located in Myrtle Beach, but it's close enough to make it work for you. Is a classic Rees-Jones design that has captivated golfers since its opening in 1974. As Jones's first solo project, the course masterfully integrates natural elements like live oaks, strategically placed lakes, and 64 bunkers into a challenging yet enjoyable layout. Stretching 6,857 yards from the championship tees with a par of 72, it offers a test for low handicappers while remaining accessible to players of all skill levels through multiple tee options. Notably, holes 2 and number 13 have been repeatedly recognized among the Grand Strand's Dream 18 for their memorable design and strategic demands. Recent renovations, including the installation of a Sunday Ultra Dwarf Bermuda greens and a new clubhouse, have enhanced the playing experience, solidifying Arcadian Shores' reputation as a must-play golf course right here in Myrtle Beach. Stay tuned, because coming up in the rest of the video, I'll discuss how this resort has appreciated, average occupancy rates, and average gross rental income based on unit bedroom count for our market. And I'll share a really big secret I learned from a former client that was featured in Forbes magazine on how to increase your occupancy rates. After that, I'll discuss buying an oceanfront condo as a second home versus as an investment property, how a light cosmetic remodel can boost your occupancy rates and gross rental income, and I'll give you a quick market report on this resort so that you make savvy investment decisions. Finally, I'll break down your projected gross rental income and all your expenses for both a cash and financing purchase so that you understand how operating an oceanfront condo impacts you financially. Then finally, I'm going to give you my top resort picks based on which resorts have appreciated the most and have the best projected profitability. All right, so how well did these properties appreciate? Well, guys, in 2015, if you would have purchased the average 3-bedroom unit here at Bahama Sands, you would have paid $298,775. You fast forward to 2025, and you are paying $435,000 for a unit. Yes, you've made $136,225 in appreciation. That is approximately $13,623 per year based on the historical performance. So not only are you making money on the annual profits on the rentals, but you're also making money on the back end on the appreciation. And we're going to get into depreciation, just how much you can write off on your taxes. All right, so let's work through the AirDNA Rentalizer Report with a focus on that occupancy rate. Now, this spacious 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom oceanfront condo in North Myrtle Beach offers strong short-term rental potential, especially for investors targeting high cash flow, family-oriented vacation properties. Now, according to the Rentalizer data, the property is projected to generate $63,700 in annual revenue with an average daily rate of $297 and a 59% occupancy rate. Now, after estimating operating expenses at $29,300, the projected net operating income stands at $34,400, yielding a solid cap rate of 6.6%. Now, while the occupancy rate is moderate, there's clear opportunity to boost returns through strategic optimization. Investors can potentially increase occupancy by offering flexible booking windows, 2-night minimums during shoulder seasons. Now listen, guys, a lot of your competition has a 1-week minimum stay, so you can definitely get market share and increase occupancy if you have some flexibility in your bookings offering shorter stays. Additionally, it's going to help you get more online reviews faster to build online credibility. Now, you can also enhancing the listing with professional photography, video walkthroughs, and premium descriptions. Implementing dynamic pricing tools to capture peak demand periods, promoting the property across multiple channels, including Airbnb, VRBO, and Booking.com, and then finally targeting family and group travelers by highlighting the unit's 3-bath layout, oceanfront views, and proximity to top North Myrtle Beach attractions. This property is set to have an excellent occupancy if you simply remodel the unit, make the changes we've suggested. You'll easily be at that 85% occupancy rate, and sure enough, you're going to find yourself able to charge a premium more than the other people at Bahama Sands because your demand is going to be so high for that unit. It's that simple and that easy, guys. Once you hit that 85% mark, you are where you need to be to start raising those prices because you've got year-over-year rental demand. You're building that book of business, and now you can charge more because people are fighting over it. Now, what's the secret about Concierge Services? All right, guys, well, the point is to have Concierge Services. I once had a client that was featured in Forbes magazine. She had a unit over at the Sea Mist Resort. She made $33,000 with this unit. It did have a nice jacuzzi jet tub. She offered these packages to her clients, and it drove the gross rental income of the unit up. You know, basically bathrobes on the bed, rose petals, towel swans, chocolate, a gift for him, a gift for her, you know, vacation packages. and you could do them themed, of course, for people on their honeymoon and stuff like that. It's an excellent offering. You set up a direct booking website. They go right to your website. You have 3 packages, a 500, a 1,000, a 1,500, and they all include more things. And for the convenience of all of it being planned, in other words, you bought tickets, you contacted your cleaning lady, you gave her $100, and you had her go go and order all this stuff for you. Order tickets to Pirates Voyage for 2, dinner show. Order a gift, get a gift card to this restaurant here for 2. Get tickets to the country music festival. And all the little things, all the little different things that it'd be super simple and super easy that people want to go do in our market. Well, if you go ahead and take care of all of that, you've got it set up in a nice little envelope. It's sitting on the nightstand for them. It's on the counter as soon as they walk in. They've got a concierge experience, and they're going to have an excellent time on their vacation, and they're going to come back, and that's going to build repeat business year over year. And they didn't have to think about it. They didn't have to plan it. You send them an automated email. You signed up for package X. It includes this, 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 and this. We've already got your tickets. We got this. It's going to be on the nightstand for you, blah, 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 blah. Guys, it's simple and easy. And if you do 10 of those at $1,500, we're talking about an extra $15,000 at the end of the year in gross rental income. And all you did was set up a direct booking website, put a web page up, a landing page with 3 different packages, let them choose one, let them process their credit card right there online. You just offered it to them in addition to their rental when they signed up on Airbnb. You told your cleaning lady, hey, here's $100. Go and get all these things for me and leave them in the room for this guest. It's that simple and that easy, guys. I get calls and emails every day from investors just like you looking to make their move into the Myrtle Beach market. They want to invest in short-term vacation rental properties. They want to invest in oceanfront condos. They want to know where the best deals are in our market. Well, guys, you're talking to the right person. 843-360-1737. I'm going to help you put your hands on the best deals in our market. If you're a first-time investor or a seasoned investor, if you're 1 year, 6 months, 3 years out, I don't care where you are in the investing process, pick up the phone, give me a call, send me an email, shoot me a text message, and let one of the many stories on our channel be one of your stories. Now, guys, lots of people are concerned about HOAs. HOAs protect the appreciation aspect of your investment. Ultimately, the HOA consists of people that own at that particular resort, and they don't want to pay any of those high HOA fees or any more fees than they have to pay. However, they have enough sense to know that if they don't maintain the property and take care of it well, that the property is going to lose value, and the tourists are not going to continue to rent that property any longer. If that happens, the money that you're counting on in appreciation at the end of the investment when you go to sell it is gone. And that's what you don't want. The appreciation is an excellent, excellent builder of wealth. Additionally, it serves as a hedge in case you don't do as well renting your property out. Now, of course, I don't want that for you. I don't expect that for you. If you follow the channel, then you're learning all the things to do. If we've had a few conversations, I'm telling you what to do. So HOAs protect the investment. They protect that appreciation aspect of your property. And when you go to resell it, you're going to be really happy that you had an HOA. Now, investors often are concerned about higher HOA fees. Well, most of the time, the best resorts have the highest HOA fees. They have higher HOA fees. You do not let the HOA fee determine where you invest your money. You let the upside, you let the gross rental income, you follow the money, you follow the cash. It's horrible to allow fear of not having enough and you're not going to be able to make the payment, you're afraid the HOA is too high, to be the determinant as to where you invest. Not everybody is successful at investing. A lot of people think that way. Fear is what's driving their decision. Fear is not a smart investment strategy. I wouldn't let it be in the driver's seat if I was you. And you can't. You got to look at the units that are top performing, and you've got to go to those resorts. You got to check out the inventory and the products that are currently on the market, and you've got to invest where you've got upside and potential, where you can make money, because the whole point of this is to make money. you don't invest in a place with a low HOA fee at a low tier resort that doesn't have a really strong brand name. A lot of people don't know about it, and hardly anyone wants to rent there. In my opinion, it's just not a smart strategy. Why would you cap yourself at a place, let's say that has units, they're making $30,000 a year gross income, when you could be at a place that's making $90,000 or $100,000 a year, and you're putting $30,000 a year in profit in your pocket, all because you weren't intimidated by an HOA fee. And by the way, the tourists that rent the condo pay the fees. And if you're doing it well, and you've watched the interview with Matt Freeze, at least one of them, he plainly said that he owns, at the time I interviewed him, he owned 11 oceanfront condos. Guys, he plainly says June, July, and August, he makes enough money on his condos to pay all the bills for the whole year. So what are you worried about? What are you afraid about? Don't let that HOA fee intimidate you and stop you. Invest where you can make money and build wealth. It requires risk to build wealth. That's how it works. So we're coming off the elevator, guys. I just wanted to show you how nice this is. There's the unit 905 that we checked out, but take a look at this. I mean, do you see the tile? Absolutely stunning. Look at this view. Look at that, guys. A very cool place to lay out. And as you can see, it's really, really nice. And that is the boulevard. But again, look at this. Look at this patio, tiled. I mean, this hall, absolutely stunning. All right, so if you have a 401k and you have retirement funds, but not enough to live off of, which many Americans are in that boat, because a 401k was never designed for you to retire off of. It was an account for executives to be able to stash away some extra cash, and it got turned into a quote-unquote retirement account. But there's generally, unless you have a ridiculous amount of money in that 401k, it's not going to be enough money for you to retire on. This is where Myrtle Beach oceanfront condos, real estate investing, comes into play. Because you've got money in your account that you can be putting in hard assets that generate great annual profits, that appreciate, and that give you tax write-offs. And that's going to happen a lot faster than what you can do in the stock market. Now, or even with bonds, or even with long-term rentals. Myrtle Beach oceanfront condos are one of the best investments in the market. Now, 401k non-recourse loans. A non-recourse loan against a 401k is used when purchasing real estate within the 401k itself, typically through a self-directed solo 401k plan. In this setup, the 401k account, not the individual, purchases the property, not the individual, not the person, but the 401k purchases the property, and a non-recourse loan is used because IRS rules prohibit personal guarantees on 401k owned investments. Now, a non-recourse loan means the lender can only seize the property if there's a default. They cannot go after the investor's personal assets or the rest of the 401k funds. Now, this allows investors to leverage their retirement funds to buy real estate while keeping the investment compliant with IRS rules. However, only the 401k benefits from the investment returns. The annual profits you're making, you can't touch. It's got to go back into the 401k. It can't go into your personal account. And strict rules around prohibited transactions must be followed to avoid penalties. Guys, I just helped a client purchase an oceanfront condo at Dunes Village, a place that is infamous for gross rental income in our market, with a 401k non-recourse loan. It's a very smart move, guys, and you should get started now building that nest egg up. Absolutely. If you do not have enough money to retire on because you're planning on living longer, because your lifestyle demands it, then you need to get in contact with me so that I can get you in contact, and you have a 401k, of course, so that I can get you in contact with a qualified person that can do a 401k non-recourse loan for you. My cell phone's 843-360-1737. Give me a call and let me help you out. Those retirement years could be a whole lot better, and you could be living in a lot more comfort if you had that extra $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 in profit coming in passively from an asset like an oceanfront condo. 1031 like-kind exchange, a very, very hot topic and one that many investors are interested in. Yes, you can do them with oceanfront condos. A 1031 exchange, named after Section 1031 of the IRS code, allows real estate investors to defer paying capital gains taxes when they sell an investment property, as long as they reinvest the proceeds into a like-kind property of equal or greater value within a specific time frame. The key rules include identifying the replacement property within 45 days and closing on it within 180 days of the sale. Now, this strategy helps investors grow their portfolios more efficiently by deferring taxes and leveraging their equity. But it requires careful planning and the use of a qualified intermediary to handle the transaction. Guys, I have a qualified intermediary for you that I would like to introduce to you to help facilitate your 1031 like-kind exchange. It's that simple and that easy. If you're interested in purchasing properties and you're concerned about capital gains tax, this is a viable strategy that many investors use to build wealth. Get in contact with me. It's 843-360-1737, and I can help you with that 1031 like-kind exchange. Stay tuned, because coming up in the rest of the video, I'll discuss buying an oceanfront condo as a second home versus as an investment property, how a light cosmetic remodel can boost your occupancy rates and gross rental income, and I'll give you a quick market report on this resort so that you make savvy investment decisions. Finally, I'll break down your projected gross rental income and all your expenses for both a cash and financing purchase so that you understand how operating an oceanfront condo impacts you financially. Then finally, I'm going to give you my top resort picks based on which resorts have appreciated the most and have the best projected profitability. Now, do I buy this property as a second home or do I buy it as an investment property? Well, guys, if you're going to use it, you might want to buy it as a second home. I'd say if you're going to use it 6 months out of the year, buy it as a second home. It's going to give you a cheaper interest rate, a lower down payment, but you can only rent it out 180 days out of the year. Now, if you're in the game to make money and you're not really going to use it, or you're going to use it just a few weekends or a few weeks out of the year, then you probably want to buy it as an investment property. It's going to be at least 20%, most likely 25% down. It's going to have a higher interest rate. The bank knows you're making money. They want to make money with you. And you can rent it out, 365 days a year. So you have no limits on renting it out. Now, if you buy it as a second home, it's got to be at least 75 miles from your primary residence. Additionally, you do have to occupy it at least 3 weeks out of the year. Now, remodeling your unit. Here's what investors do time and time again, guys. I see it all the time. I help investors do it. They use my contractors. It's so simple, it's so easy, and it applies to more than just oceanfront condos. It applies to real estate in general. People buy underperforming assets, properties, fix them up, and sell them. That's a fix and a flip. It's not rocket science. It's very logical. It's very simple. You buy a property that's ran down, you put some money into it, you sell it for more than you bought it for and more than the remodel cost. It's the same principle that you're doing here, except for you're just renting it out first for a few years while you hold it, and then you turn around and sell it. Now, you always want to buy the underperforming asset with the ugly carpet, the horrible countertops, the one that's ran down and looks disgusting. You want to buy that one. You want to put some money into it. I won't say always. If you're using financing and you can find one that's remodeled, it's most likely a smarter move. But for the most part, the strategy is simple. You buy an underperforming asset, you remodel it, and then you rent it out. You design it with all the top-notch design touches of the top 5% Airbnb properties that are on the market. You make sure that you're better than all the competition. An accent wall with a fireplace and a mantle. You got popping, contrasting colors that catch people's eyes and attention on Airbnb. It has a very modern and a very trendy look. Listen, there's a game that you've got to play when you're attracting guests and rentals. You can't make the property look like whatever your tastes are and expect it to perform like a top 5%. You're catering to the masses. You're catering to a specific demographic, a specific audience. And there are key elements, like you want to have desk in the room for the kids. You want to have a little game station. You know, you want to have a telescope by the balcony to drink wine and watch the stars. You want to advertise all that stuff in your listing. I mean, like, you want to have a coffee station for the mornings when they wake up. I mean, like, there's certain elements to this that really, really work, guys. And if you do it, you make great money. Yvonne, a client of mine, 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom. I can't stop talking about her. She bought an oceanfront condo for almost $600,000, a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom over at Ocean Reef. She remodeled it. She had it off the market for at least 2.5 months. When she bought the condo, it was making $104,400 in her first 12 months. Remember, she had it off the market for 2.5 months. So that means in less than 12 months, technically, 8.5 months, 9.5 months, whatever. Guess what? She made $140,000 in gross rental income and cleared $30,000 profit. She increased her gross rental income by $36,000 just her first year. She recouped the entire remodel plus some. Was it worth it to remodel the property? Absolutely. Is she already halfway there for a cash out refi? You better believe it. She's already improved the property. Now she's just got to wait a few years and let it appreciate and pull the money out of it, and she can go buy another one. Now, anyways, the point is the remodels work, guys. The top-notch products perform. It gets you winter rentals during the winter months. It makes you stand out and take market share, and you can charge a whole lot more money for a much larger and nicer condo that is in high demand. It's that simple and that easy. All right, so let's talk through the purchase prices, what's been selling over here. Guys, your high sold price in the last 6 months was $495,000. Your low was $375,000. That's a big difference, 120 grand. Your average was about $435,000. So you're looking at spending at least $435,000 on average if you want to purchase right here at the Bahama Sands. And now, it is the moment you have been waiting for and one of the most exciting parts of the video. Let's break down your projected gross rental income and all your expenses for both a cash and financing purchase so that you understand how operating an oceanfront condo impacts you financially. And then I'll give you my top resort picks based on which resorts have appreciated the most and have the best projected profitability. Now let's work through a cash purchase right here at the Bahama Sands in North Myrtle Beach. Guys, I've got you for a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom at $539,000. I've put a rental projection in. Again, this is a projection. This is not a hard number, but a projection. I believe this unit can easily make $90,000 after remodel. I've seen other 3-bedroom, 3-bathrooms with not nearly as nice amenities do just that. They've got like one pool and they're making 90 grand in a year. So, anyways, gross rental income at $90,000, that's a projection. Your Airbnb platform fee was 3% of the gross rental income at $2,700, dropping your subtotal to $87,300. Your property taxes in 2023 on this unit were $3,955.43. I've got your HO6 insurance that you'll have to get at $1,000. Guys, you want to make sure the HO6 insurance you get has a lost rental income policy coverage to it. In case they decide to shut your floor down to replace all the slider doors or something like that, you want to be able to collect on that HO6 insurance. Is very important. So make sure your policy does have lost rental income coverage. Excise tax was $673. Again, that is just for police services and fire department is to have a City of North Myrtle Beach business license. It's going to be $145 for your base fee for the first $2,000 and then $6 for every $1,000 you make in gross rental income after that. Your electricity, I've got you at $1,800. That is $150 for per month over 12 months, $1,800. Your local hospitality and accommodations tax was $2,700. It's 3% total, 1.5% going to the City of Myrtle Beach, 1.5% going to Horry County. And then your annualized HOA dues were $16,500. That is your HOA fees for 12 payments for the entire year, bringing you to a subtotal of a whopping $26,628.43. If you subtract that from the $87,300 up top, guys, you are left with a projected profitability of as much as $60,671.57. Guys, oceanfront condos make money. There's no doubt about it. Your working capital commitment was $13,314.22. That is half of your operating expenses. It's a good rule of thumb to make sure you keep that operating capital, that working capital in a reserve account in case you have a rainy day or a lean year, something breaks. It's just a smart move, guys. That's your cash on cash. I've got you at 11% cash on cash return for investing $539,000 right here at the Bahama Sands. All right, finance purchase. Guys, we're at a $539,000 purchase price. Your down payment at 25% is $134,750. Your gross rental income projection is $90,000. Your Airbnb platform fee is $2,700, which is 3% of the gross rental income, dropping you to a subtotal of $87,300. Your principal and interest on this property for financing it was $36,432. That does assume an 8.25% interest rate over 30 years. Your property taxes were $3,955.43. Your HO6 insurance, $1,000. Your excise tax, $673. Your electricity, $1,800. It's $150 a month for 12 months. Your local hospitality and accommodations tax, $2,700. Your HOA dues were $16,500, bringing you to a whopping subtotal of $63,060.43. Your projected profitability was $24,239.57. Guys, when you subtract that 63 from that 87, you're left with $24,239.57 in projected profitability. That's after financing. Now, your working capital commitment is $31,530.22. That's to cover a rainy day. That's, to keep in reserves. Who says oceanfront condos don't make money? Well, I don't know what they're talking about. There are plenty of people in oceanfront condos that are making money in our market all the time. You just got to know where to buy. You got to know the right touches, the right design work, exactly what to do. Just a few little things to understand and figure out, and you can learn that right here on our channel. All right, guys, let's talk about the tax write-off of depreciation. Now, depreciation is when basically the IRS says that that the property won't have value over 27.5 years. After you've reached 27.5 years, it will be out of value. That's largely due to economic obsolescence and wear and tear. Economic obsolescence is when basically other properties are more modern and nicer, and this one is not as nice. Obviously, it loses value. Now, they let you write off the purchase price divided by that 27.5 years per year, every year. So we're looking at, in this instance, I put my phone away. Can you believe it? I got to grab it, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm talking away over here having fun. In this instance, at $539,000 at 27.5%, at 27.5 years of time, you are looking at a taxable income deduction of $19,600 every year you're writing off. Now, additionally, you can do a cost segregation study, just like my friend Yvonne did, who owns a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom over at the Ocean Reef, and she got a tax refund of $34,000. Guys, cost segregation is when you accelerate depreciation and you write off a massive amount in 1 year. I have CPAs that I can introduce you to get that done for you. My cell phone's 843-360-1737. And I want to throw out there, when you're doing financing, yes, you can write off the interest. But that's for another video, guys. Now, you're probably wanting to know, what are the top 5 oceanfront condo resorts in Myrtle Beach, or in the market period? Well, in the market period, I found one at Sea Marsh last year. The place only has 1 pool. It's not like a super nice place, but the guy had the right design elements on the unit. He made $90,000 in gross rental income on his unit. In my estimation, he cleared $24,000 profit. He's just got a well-designed unit, and the place is standard. It doesn't have major amenities, doesn't have crazy draws. It's got an $847 a month HOA, a low HOA, but guess what? He crushed it because of the design element on the unit. It's that simple and that easy, guys. Nothing special, nothing hidden. Sea Marsh, it's up there. Ocean Reef, Yvonne, she's up there. 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom. Caribbean, 1 bedroom, made $72,000 in gross rental income. Let me see here. Dunes Village, by far, absolutely, the majority of their units consistently outperform the rest of the market. Their ocean view units perform better than probably most oceanfront units elsewhere because they have an indoor water park and you can rent the unit out 12 months out of the year due to that indoor water park. It is a sustainable competitive advantage. Dunes Village continues to be one of the top performers in the market. I found a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom that made $103,000 over there. Definitely killing it. I found a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom. It's under contract now. Made $124,000. I mean, like, Dunes Village, definitely. Finally, I'd say Oceans 1 or Resort. I found a unit over there, a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom that made $109,000. Yes, Oceans 1 over in the south end of the beach. I know a lot of investors are skeptical about it, but guys, people are making money there to the tune of $109,000. We're talking, you know, $29,000 profit. So that's my top 5. If you want to know more, get in contact with me, have a conversation with me, call me, guys. I really enjoy hearing from you guys. It's 843-360-1737. Send me a text message, shoot me an email, jump on a live Zoom call with me, ask me your questions, and let's get you somewhere into this investing game that you really want to be in, building wealth and securing a great future for you and your family. I get calls and emails every day from investors just like you looking to make their move into the Myrtle Beach market. They want to invest in short-term vacation rental properties. They want to invest in oceanfront condos. They want to know where the best deals are in our market. Well, guys, you're talking to the right person. 843-360-1737. I'm going to help you put your hands on the best deals in our market. If you're a first-time investor or a seasoned investor, if you're 1 year, 6 months, 3 years out, I don't care where you are in the investing process, pick up the phone, give me a call, send me an email, shoot me a text message, and let one of the many stories on our channel be one of your stories.